Hey, I wanted to make this video on seed-grown citrus and how long it actually takes for seed-grown citrus to produce flower buds. So this one right here is one that is seed-grown. I grown from seed about 5 years ago. As you can see, it's pretty big for a potted citrus, and it is completely seed-grown, very bushy tree here. And like I said, this is about going on almost the 6th year now, but look at that, it has flower buds on it, and this is, I think, a lime, but I'm not entirely sure, and I won't know for sure until it fruits, which hopefully it will fruit and it will not drop, hopefully, but who knows, at least it's budding, right? But that's very good news that it's finally budding. This is its first year producing flower buds, and I'm excited to see what it is. But how long do they usually take to do this? It depends, really. I know most of the ones like limes and certain mandarins and oranges will produce flower buds quicker because they're not hybridized, and other ones like lemons, they may never produce fruit for you or flower buds because they're hybrids. So it really just depends on what kind of variety. If you're looking to just grow citrus for fun, I would recommend a grafted tree instead of growing it from seed, because it will take a very long time. And as you can see, you may not get this lucky, but it's possible. So it is worth it sometimes. I'd say this is one of those times where it is worth it. But generally I prefer grafted trees, but seed-grown trees are fun because it's its own citrus. There's nothing like it. It's still gonna be a lime if that's what it is. It may not be a lime, but it'll be different than the other limes. The tree itself will be different. As you can see, this one does not have any thorns at all, so that's a very, very desired trait when growing citrus. So you'll pretty much have your own variety that you can make cuttings of and graft onto other trees. So that's one really big plus about it, and something that's really cool. So that's a good part about growing it from seed. But good thing about grafted is that you usually get fruit within a couple years, whereas this, it could take anywhere from 5 to 15 years on average, maybe more. So I got really lucky with this one, and it could happen to you, so you could give it a try, but generally it will take longer, and it's best to just get a grafted tree if you're looking for something fast. But another thing is that these seed-grown trees, they take up a lot of space because you have to repot them. And I mean, you can prune it to however big you want, but I personally think that seed-grown trees are going to be a bigger hassle because they need bigger containers and larger soil. And the reason I think this is because it's been growing on its own root stock for its whole life, so it's going to get more root bound. Citrus grow big roots, and when it's not on a root stock that can't be trimmed, that's not hardy, it does need to be repotted in bigger pots. It's not going to be, your roots are not going to be as hardy as they would on root stock, because then root stock is on what's below the graft on grafted trees, and that's what makes them so tough and be able to withstand most conditions. Not frost or anything for most of them, but harsher conditions, drier, wetter, all that plays a big role in grafted trees in the rootstock. So that's one thing to keep in mind, is this plant, a seed-grown plant, will be on its own rootstock, so it will not be as hardy as a grafted tree, and it will need bigger pots and a lot more soil. So if you're growing somewhere that you need to overwinter it during the winter, that's something to keep in mind. I've overwintered many grafted trees and seed grown, a few this one, but grafted ones are definitely easier. That's for sure. This is a grafted tree right here. This is calamondin, fruited after about a year of having it. So as you can see, much smaller pot, almost the same size but not quite. but it's on rootstock, so it can be pruned back a lot more. It can take a lot harsher conditions. But that's about it for seed grown. It's something that's really cool to do if you are really patient, and especially if you live somewhere that you can do it, like in the ground and stuff, like Florida. Florida's a great place other than citrus greening. California, maybe. Georgia, I know they grow some citrus in Florida, so very possible there. I mean Georgia. And South Carolina, maybe. There's a couple citrus farms in South Carolina. But give it a shot. Just don't. It's definitely worth the experiment, but if you're looking for fruit, then I would go for a grafted tree. That's about all I have for you. Hope that helps you out on your citrus journey. If anyone has any comments, do not refrain to drop them in the comment box, and I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you for watching, and I will keep you guys updated on this one and what it is. I'll take another clip of when it fruits. Hopefully it fruits. Hopefully it doesn't drop the buds and the little fruit, but it might. It's very possible for the first year. Now for seed grown, usually you get fruit whenever it flowers. It's not like grafted where the tree isn't old enough to handle it. Seed grown, they usually, when they're flowered, they're ready to fruit. So it's another thing to keep in mind, is that seed grown trees, they usually will fruit when they flower. But that's about it. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more videos.